The European Commission on Monday disbursed 770 million euros as pre-financing to Belgium. This is 13% of the total funding the country is to receive. Belgium is one of the first countries to receive pre-financing from the Development and Resilience Facility, the ARF. This will enable the important investment and reform projects that Belgium has outlined in its Development and Resilience Plan to be initiated. The Commission will approve further disbursements on the basis of how the investments and reforms foreseen in the Belgian Recovery and Resilience Plan are implemented. During the life of the plan, the country is expected to receive a total of 5.9 billion euros, the full amount of which will be paid as grants. Today's payout was preceded by the successful issue of the first bonds as part of Next Generation EU. By the end of the year, the Commission intends to raise a total of up to 80 billion euros with long-term bonds which are to be supplemented by short-term EU bills in order to finance the first scheduled disbursements to the member states as part of Next Generation EU. The Development and Resilience Facility, which is part of the Next Generation EU development program, will provide 723.8 billion euros for investments and reforms in all member states. The Belgian plan is part of the EU's unprecedented crisis response with the aim of emerging stronger from the COVID-19 pandemic, supporting ecological and digital change, and strengthening the resilience and cohesion of our societies. The Development and Resilience Facility finances investments and reforms in Belgium that are expected to bring about profound changes in the Belgian economy and society. Let's see some examples. Securing ecological change. 400 million euros from the Development and Resilience Facility will flow into measures to adapt to climate change, restore biodiversity, and strengthen climate resilience so that floods, droughts, and heat waves can be better coped with. This also includes projects in the field of circular water use, investments in a coherent network of nature reserves, and climate-resistant forests. The reversal of river straightening and the creation or restoration of wetlands and valleys, or supporting the digital transformation. The Belgian plan contains an ambitious skills agenda. Among other things, 480 million euros are planned in a more inclusive and sustainable education system for all language communities, which will improve the digital and STEM skills of school children and students and facilitate access to digital tools and technologies. Strengthening economic and social resilience is another part. The Belgian plan contains measures worth 450 million euros to improve and expand the educational offer, facilitate the integration of vulnerable groups, in particular people with a migrant background, with low qualifications or with disabilities, and facilitate access to the labor market aim to improve for job seekers. Ursula von der Leyen said about this first payment is extremely good news for Belgium and its citizens. Belgium is already one of the innovation leaders, but with Next Generation EU, it will have the funds it needs to compete and complete the ecological and digital transformation. I hope that we will see many more such impressive digitization projects as the one I visited in Brussels last month. Success stories made in Belgium supported by the EU, she said. Commissioner Johannes Hahn, responsible for budget and administration, said, "I'm pleased that after 3 very successful bond issues under Next Generation EU in the last few weeks and the first payments for other Next Generation EU programs, we are now also working on the Development and Resilience Facility and have reached the payout phase. Thanks to the intensive cooperation with Belgium and the solid preparation within the Commission, we were able to pay out the funds in record time. This shows that with the funds mobilized, we will quickly be able to meet the pre-financing needs of all member states and thus give them the first boost so that they can implement the many green and digital projects that they have foreseen in the national plans." And Economic Commissioner Paolo Gentiloni said, "Our first payment will help Belgium emerge stronger from the crisis. 2/3 of the Belgian plan will benefit environmental and digital change. The investments in energy renovation and forest management will contribute to climate protection. Schools in rural areas are to be better connected to the grid, while the digitization of the justice, health and social security systems will bring significant efficiency gains. The ambitious skills agenda will give many people in Belgium the opportunity to acquire new skills. All of this is the results of European cooperation, and The last sentence of Gentiloni can't be emphasized often enough. European cooperation, that is the core of the European Union. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.